I'm going to take you inside. It's a real mess. I apologise in advance, but let's go and have a look. Darlinghurst, iconic in this great city of Sydney. And it's 35 years to about this day that I've been coming to this city. But for some reason, the joint has just lost its life. There's places for sale, places closing down. There's no people. The life of the joint's just sort of disappeared. I'm going to tell you something, if it's got anything to do with me, I'm going to bring life back to this joint. And part of my thinking is I'm going to relocate my mentor business right here across the road in the heart of Darlinghurst. So let's come and have a look. So in 2018, I was fortunate enough, actually privileged, to be able to chair the federal government's task force into digitisation of Australian businesses. One of the big parts that come out of all this is connectivity. Connectivity runs your business. It gives our staff options. It allows us to check in on people, check in on all our friends, all our colleagues and our families. Productivity. It's a very, very competitive world today. And at a minimum, you've got to compete in terms of what your output is, and that's called productivity. Just as the physical foundation is essential to the structure of this whole building here, I'm going to share with you the process of how I investigated how the NBN network could be leveraged as a digital foundation for my business. And I discovered in that process, Business NBN. I'm going to take you inside, but be prepared, right? You might be in for a bit of a shock. It's a real mess, and I apologise in advance, but let's go and have a look. This used to be a whiskey bar nightclub, and we're turning this into the new mentored offices. We're a communication business. We communicate content to the public, to our audiences. And as a result of that, we have to turn this into beautiful studios. Where you're standing right now, this is actually going to become one of our podcast studios. On many occasions, I stood here at this very place where there was a bar here and was served whiskey. This is our film studio. In India, it's a very quiet place. It used to be a kitchen. Believe it or not, this is the busy kitchen where there was a Japanese restaurant in here too. Believe it or not, once we put a solid door up there, this area will be very, very quiet. You won't be able to hear a word. So over the coming videos, I'm going to share the progress of our business move, that's our relocation, and I'm going to share the types of thought processes I have when it comes to figuring out what kind of connectivity I need for our business. Ultimately, we discovered that there were a range of plans and network options available from many service providers, and we opted for a plan based on a Business NBN wholesale solution to align with our business goals. That's called Business NBN, by the way. That's really important. I know everybody finds this a really difficult task. So my job right now, what I want to share with you is how I deal with it. I want you to learn, or hopefully you can learn from the way I deal with it. It's a big problem. We don't understand these things. I'm bringing experts in. I'm going to show you the way I deal with it.